Sierra Piper here, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, here with Raul Leal. He is the Public Information Officer for the Laredo District with TxDOT. Raul, how are you?
I am fine. I'm having a great day. Very busy, but I'm glad to be on this podcast and gives us a chance to tell our story and how we can save lives. And that's really the gist of it.
Yeah, and I want to jump right into it. So, just first to kick us off, can you tell us what is the Be Safe, Drive Smart campaign?
Okay, our Be Safe, Drive Smart campaign for the energy sector is something that comes around usually in the fall season, around football season. Naturally, it's we're trying to draw attention and get the public to be really careful around big trucks that are usually in the energy sector. We know that the energy sector industry is a point of economic state for our pride, but driving around these big oil and gas vehicles and in the activity that they have, in particular in our area, we've got the Eagle Ford Shale. That can be quite challenging. So we definitely we encourage motorists to really be safe in those areas.
Talking about these big trucks, I know that I've driven up behind them before, and it says like that they make wide turns. So what should motorists know about driving around these big trucks in the energy regions?
Well, usually when you drive around these big trucks, everybody has blind spots. That's one thing to really think about. That that you may think he sees you because they've got these large mirrors, but in reality, once you get into a blind spot, he can't see you, and he's going to drive according to what he sees in front and to his side. But unfortunately, we've got to be really careful when we do that. Something we always recommend is we don't recommend you drive in clusters next to heavy and lots of 18-wheelers side by side. I mean, I know personally when I drive on TxDOT business, if I'm coming up on an 18-wheeler, I usually try to pass it up, at a safe speed and was within the speed limit so that I don't have to be in a potential blind spot, or not only that, but be in a potential crash due to that situation. And lo and behold, it has happened to me. I've been in a tight spot before, so I know how it works. But definitely being in a blind spot, being too close to a bunch of 18-wheelers, and of course, not passing them or staying back when you should can cause some serious problems if those 18-wheelers are not seeing you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think everyone has, passed those crashes. This is clearly a very important campaign. So can you tell us what all does this campaign include?
Okay, well, basically, when we do a campaign like this, it's pretty much stat driven. The stats tell us a lot of things. For example, I'll give you a quick example. I'll start statewide. And we're talking not just energy sector or Eagle Ford Shale, but statewide. To date, since January to date, we have had 2,653 fatal crashes and 2,884 fatalities. That's an average of 9.8 people dying on our Texas roads per day. But in the 19-county Eagle Ford Shale, in 2024, there were 14,518 traffic crashes that resulted in 173 fatalities and, of course, 598 people seriously injured. So, anywhere, even just one person in a crash, either who gets killed or has serious injuries is one too many. Even this was a 3% increase in traffic crashes over the prior year from 2023. And of course, this was a 1% increase in traffic crashes over the prior year of 2022. But nonetheless, bottom line is we know that the highest contributing factors to traffic crashes are failure to control speed and driver inattention. So those factors, we know that as a driver, they have the power to drive safely. So those are the two main things we have to worry about, whether you're in the Eagle Ford Shale or other energy sectors across Texas.
We know here that TxDOT does a lot across our state, but what else is TxDOT doing to improve the traffic safety in the state's oil and gas regions?
Okay, well, first of all, the TxDOT is part of the Be Safe, Drive Smart campaign, as we're bringing interactive. It's an educational exhibit. It's an interactive exhibit going to different high school football games in the different energy sector regions. Precisely on Friday, we've got in Laredo, we'll have one of those interactive displays at the Alexander High School and Lyndon B. Johnson High School teams in Laredo. And so we'll be out there talking to people, sharing information, trying to get them to interact with the display so that they can actually learn some things about how to be safe. So in addition to that, we're going to have some safety messages at the football game. But those are just some of the things we're doing for our particular area right now. And now, because we realize that crashes between passenger vehicles and large trucks can be especially severe, and they can usually lead to death. So as people get as excited as they do about football, and as big as football is, as big as the energy sector is, and it sort of goes hand in hand. This is the time to try to get the attention of the of people to be safe out there, and like you said, be safe around these large trucks.
Yeah, absolutely. And, people, especially in football season in Texas, they're driving all over the state. And, we are so excited to continue our partnership with you. And I know we go with you guys around. So, like, how is this campaign going so far during football season?
Well, so far so good. We have several locations that are being visited. Like I said, with this interactive display. Like I said, not only Eagle Ford Shale, but the Barnett Shale. You've got others. You got the Haynesville, Bossier Shale. I mean, Permian Basin region. So obviously, we're trying to make an impact. As people are enjoying their sports, it's really important. But the partnership is important because the message goes further. But most definitely, we definitely want to get this message to the families that are traveling to football games in the middle of the energy sector, which is, very challenging. It's sad, but we don't want to hear anybody having a crash in this kind of sector. So our goal is to get the word out so that they know that this is the time they need to be the most careful. Yeah, everybody wants to join a football game, but definitely the travel to and from before the game and afterwards. Sometimes people travel late at night. So we need to make sure that they use extra caution while driving through the energy sectors on their way home.
Absolutely. Well, Raul, we really appreciate your time and we appreciate everything that y'all are doing to spread this very important campaign to keep all of us safer on the roads, especially when driving through the energy regions and around these big trucks. And we really look forward to continuing this partnership with you guys.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it. If there's anything else we can do for you or you can do for us, we'll definitely be collaborating some more. And I look forward to working with you all. I know that y'all are going to other TxDOT districts that are impacted by some of these energy sectors, but I wish you the best and thank you for getting the word out for us.
Yeah, thank you.